Well, good Friday evenings. Meteorologist Kerry Cooper here. It looks like a beautiful weekend forecast. We've had a nice last couple of days. We've had temperatures in the low 80s for highs, so that's well above normal. Our normal high temperatures should only be in the lower 70s for highs. We've been in the lower 80s, and nighttime lows been kind of the opposite, a little bit below normal with lows in the 50s. We'll have 50s again later tonight for lows with that patchy ground fog developing again later tonight. On our Roofing 911 Skycam network over in Orange, sponsored by the Horseman's Western Store. A nice evening. We have clear skies, no ground fog right now, but we'll see some developing again well after midnight. So not a bad night. We started out this morning, as we said, in the upper 50s to around 60. In Orange, got up into the 80s this afternoon, lower 80s. Let's take a look at our Roofing 911 Skycam network here in Beaumont, sponsored by Packard and LaPrade. I said a beautiful evening. We'll have temperatures in the 60s this evening, so if heading out to any of the high school football games. I know there's a few in town. A lot of them are out of town, but looks great. Fantastic. Certainly no fog to worry about, as we said, till later tonight. And of course, here in Beaumont, in and around the city of Beaumont, we were in the low 60s this morning for lows. But you get outside of Beaumont, we'll see those upper 50s again for lows tonight with that patchy ground fog developing once again across the region. Certainly burns off pretty quick. It's ground fog, but still be on the lookout for that in the morning. Our Roofing 911 Skycam network outside our 12 studios. Good news there, sponsored by Mid-County Plumbing. Good news, traffic flowing fairly smoothly on the interstate and highways tonight. Hopefully it'll stay that way. Certainly no weather issues to have to tend to, so that's good news there. Visibility is pretty good. Now, as we head into the weekend, things look good. Not much change in what we've had. We start out with some fog in the mornings. It burns off. We should have mostly sunny skies, by the way, over the weekend. Looks very, very nice. Lots of sunshine and temperatures getting into the low 80s for high. So if you have outdoor plans this weekend, looks fantastic. Our cameras go to the lakes area. Roofing 911 Skycam network up in Jasper. This is sponsored by Pervalis. Nice evening. The lakes, you'll be in the mid-50s in the morning. So if you're out early, maybe even a light jacket up there. Low to mid-50s in a few spots like we had this morning, but warming nicely again, though, in the afternoon tomorrow into low 80s. Your weather headlines, as we said, some patchy ground fog again tonight and tomorrow night. Look for above normal temperatures for the next several days ahead. And the good news is, we've been talking about the last few days, rain chances and thunderstorm chances back in the forecast for Thursday late of next week into Thursday evening. We'll show you that coming up in just a moment. 68, Beaumont and Orange right now. 69, Port Arthur, still 72 up in Jasper. Out the Houston area, they're running in the middle 70s, 76, Huntsville, 75 over at Intercontinental. Like I said, most areas dropping into the 50s later on tonight. All right, the burn bans continue for the counties we've talked about for the last 2 or 3 days. I'm surprised no other counties have added. You know, we haven't had any rain, and it looks rain-free for the next several days, that's for sure. But Jasper, Newton, and Liberty counties here in southeast Texas currently under a burn ban. No burning outdoors, don't need to. Even in the Orange, Jefferson, Hardin, Tyler, not a good idea to burn. It is just very, very dry across all of east and southeast Texas right now. Very, very dry. That's not going to change much over the next several days. But hopefully we can get some rainfall in here, let's say Thursday evening of next week. Temperature 68 Lake Charles, 75 as we said Houston and Victoria, 78 San Antonio, 80 in Junction and Abilene, and 70 is a pretty popular number across West Texas, 73 in Ozana, 79 Midland, Odessa, and still a few 60s here and there. 67 degrees up Oklahoma City and off to our northeast, fairly cool. 63 in Jackson, New Orleans at 68 degrees off to our east. Tupelo up in northeast Mississippi coming in at 65. Don't forget, you can text us at 409-749-9302 with your weather questions, and then we'll get back with you on those as soon as we can. All right, right now we have a light southeast flow off the Gulf, and it's clear outside. It's been clear the last few nights. That's what helps with that development of that ground fog the last few nights. High pressure at the surface just to our east around New Orleans, giving us that light return flow. Very light off the Gulf of Mexico. And of course, temperatures, as we said, will warm tomorrow into the 80s across the area. But now before we get off to a fairly cool start, we'll start out in the 50s, mid to upper 50s in the lakes, upper 50s to around 60 along Interstate 10. It will be warmer down toward Port Arthur and Mid-County. You're looking at lower to mid 60s down there, and out to our west, Houston area, right around 60 on up the interstate there, 59 or so in Huntsville tomorrow morning. Not a bad morning at all. This is what's bad, is the lack of moisture. Now, the weather's beautiful. The weather's been absolutely beautiful. We've had outdoor plans today and for the weekend coming up. Just no moisture in place. Just look at all the brown shading we have across the region. Oh, we need the rainfall bad. A little bit of moisture. We had a little bit today. You saw a little more cumulus cloud field out there today, but this is not going to produce any rain. It's not enough. Pretty dry over the weekend, dry in the next week. Anytime you see these numbers under about 1.4, that's pretty dry. But look how high these numbers get on Wednesday and Thursday of next week. 2.09, that's a lot of moisture. So when that next cold front comes in, along with a very strong upper level disturbance, that's going to give us that good chance of showers and thunderstorms across southeast Texas. And Friday looks dry. Get the front out of here Friday night late. Friday looks dry and cooler again as that next front begins to work in from the west. All right, let's take a look in the upper atmosphere. We're watching two areas of low pressure aloft. Now, right now we have high pressure aloft over us. See the ridge there into the plains. This first area of low pressure southwest of Los Angeles, that's going to stay well to our north. So no problems with that. We stay dry. Maybe a few isolated showers by Wednesday as moisture really begins to deepen in that southwest flow, but no real disturbances there. Here's the low we'll be watching for Thursday night, late Thursday night, if the timing doesn't change. This one will take the southerly route through New Mexico, Arizona, New Mexico, and into central Texas by Thursday evening. Pretty good energy here. Pretty good wind energy as well. Pretty good lift. No absentees on the lift. Weak little disturbances out ahead of it, but we should see a line of showers and thunderstorms, and we're going to show you that in just a moment on our futurecast. That'll move on through. We'll see some drier weather by Friday as westerly winds and northwest winds take over. All right, here's an extended futurecast modeling for next Thursday. Thursday morning, could even see some scattered showers early then. Nothing too heavy there, but notice as we head toward evening, big line of showers and storms approaches from the west. It'll extend from around Shreveport through the Triangle around 7, 8 o'clock on Thursday evening. Now, I want to point out again, this is still 6 days away. Well, this could change some. It could change some. The rain totals are certainly going to change, but if the track shifts any farther north, of course, we'll see less intensity of storms and less rainfall amounts. And that's working on east. Friday looks dry as that system moves on out. Now, here's what I was talking about as far as rainfall totals Thursday and Thursday night. 1 to 2 inches, some areas more than that. This is going to change some, no doubt about it. 6 days out, it's going to change some. Probably not going to go up too much. Probably, if anything, starts going down. But of course, we still have the weekend to look at it and half of next week to look at it as well. Futurecast, patchy ground fog overnight. We're heading for the 50s for lows. Mostly sunny tomorrow. We reach the low 80s for highs across southeast Texas, and we'll repeat it again for your Saturday night with temperatures in the upper 50s near 60. South winds up to 15 knots in your marine forecast. Water temp 69. Ground fog tonight, upper 50s, low 60s for lows, low 80s tomorrow under mostly sunny skies. And there's those rain chances, much needed by Thursday.